Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I hope you all are doing well. Okay. So, how your preparations are going on? I hope you all are like very worried and very busy in preparations. But in the meanwhile, I came for the live classes. Okay. Isn't it? So, you have prepared a schedule, I think. The works, yeah, we prepare schedule, and the schedules, we will always break it. We will never follow it. Isn't it? It happens even with me. It happens with me. Okay. So even it, okay, it happens with me as well. Yes, good evening. Good evening, everyone. As soon as you join, you have to message me such that I will be able to know. Yes, okay, this person has entered, that person has entered, and by that way I can start interacting. I can telling you few interesting tips and tricks, because today basically I don't think we should practice much for the paragraphs or language and writing things, because you know, like practicing, you all are totally bored, completely bored. So if I will give you some tips and tricks, it will work out, I think, like my suggestion. So kindly focus, kindly focus on your studies. Do the things properly, such that, okay, do the things properly such that you will never regret. Don't waste the time. If you're wasting the time today, like you can't get this time again. Okay. So you don't know, like this is a very precious time where uh, you are getting enough time, enough opportunity to utilize it. Every time you don't think like in life, in every phase, in every stage, we will get enough time. No, we have to deal with it. We have to run accordingly. Okay. So that's why, see, for the time being, I'm saying that just wind up your studies. Whatever you have studied, that is enough. Now, focus yourself completely on preparation. Preparation means just the quick things, like you have to revise each and everything. See, just few days left. 27th, you are going to write your exams. 27th is like Saturday. Okay. So Saturday means today is Wednesday, you are writing on Saturday. So uh, like there are only 2 days in between, 25th and 26th. So do you think like you will study everything, you will grasp everything all of a sudden, and after that, that will be of no use? Because before the exams, you should be calm, you should be relaxed, such that the next day when you will go to write the exam, by the time you will completely refreshed. So how, when we start a computer or start a laptop, how we refresh it? When we are refreshing, it will get all its data properly sequenced. Okay. So for that purpose, I'm saying you that just try to summarize everything. Try to understand all the contents, revise it, sit and practice, just revise everything. Okay. You're not too late. You're not too late. You have studied, your days are gone. Whatever you studied, just make a note of it. I have studied this, I studied that. Some of the rules and regulations. Okay, don't focus on much things now. If you are trying to focus now, then you can't understand it. That's my suggestion. Like, don't hurry up in the end moment. You can't do anything in the 11th hour. Okay, then, then, listen. So, always remember few things whenever you are doing the language and writing. Okay, I'm giving you few tips and tricks. Like, just I will write it here. If you are carrying any pen and notebook, as you know, if I should not use, because every time whenever I come live, I ask you to carry a note and a pen along with you, so where you will be writing the the tricks, tips and tricks. So before starting the passage, before coming into the content, so this is the first step. I can say step one you should follow, because now we are going to start the passage. We are going to read it and understand it. So, before understanding, the first tips and tricks which I want to give you is try to understand the key idea of the paragraph by just reading the first and the last sentence. But this is not always correct. See, try to understand the key idea of the passage, the key idea of the passage by just reading the and the last, first and the last sentence. Okay, but this is not always correct. Like always, I can't say it will turn out to be the correct one. Sometimes it may be correct, sometimes it won't be. But I can ask you to do it. Like when you are just overally reading the first sentence and the last sentence, definitely you will get the idea over that. Okay? So, this is the first thing which I want to tell. Okay? So, now let's start with the passage, and in between, I shall be giving you the small tips and tricks in between. So this is the first trip. This is the first tips and tricks which I want to give you. So the first thing is you should understand the content. So for that you have to read the first and the last sentence of the passage such that you can understand the key idea behind the content. Okay. So now let's start. See, here is the topic. Here is the topic of the passage: shed some light on the workspace. Okay, shed some light on the workspace. Okay, so what do you mean by shed? What is the meaning of shed? First, see, whenever, as I have said in my previous videos too, like you have to understand the meaning of each and every word before you enter the passage or before you go through the questions. You should understand the meanings. If you're not able to understand the meaning of the word and understand the title, how you can get into the contents? It's not possible. So what is the meaning of shed? SHED, shed. You know, have you ever heard like shed trees? Okay, shed leaves. Okay, shed some light on the workspace. Yes, see, she is planting seeds in the shed. Shed means it is a kind of a small building. Shed is a kind of small building. Okay, you know, shed is usually made up of made up of wood, and it is used for storing things. Okay, so shed is usually a small building. Building means it's a kind of small house or a hut. Okay, like where you can keep your animals, you can plant trees. See, she is planting trees in her shed, like in the shed inside that you can even plant some trees. Okay, sometimes you can plant trees, sometimes you can keep the animals, sometimes even some agricultural products can be stored, like the fruits, not exactly fruits like, you know, mangoes. If you will store them for a longer period inside the shed, the sweetness of the mango can be enhanced. Okay, you can store some kind of agricultural products like grains. Okay, like in villages, in the old days they used to do this, but nowadays you all are like staying in metro cities. You are in front of the laptops, desktops, tabs. So you don't know what all such things mean. So shed is like a small building where we usually store the products. Okay, then next is, so shed some light on the workplace. So here it is asking shed some, like keep some light on the workplace. This is the actual meaning of the content. Okay, you have to shed some light on the workplace. Then studies have shown that employees are happier, healthier, and more productive when they work in an environment in which temperatures are carefully controlled. So, here, what does the statement mean? It means that employees are happily working. So, where employees will work happily? Employees will always work happily in the place where in the place where the working environment is good. Okay, when where the working environment is good. See, if you are going to write the exams, if the environment is not good, there is no enough air circulation, no lightning, nothing, you won't feel comfortable to write the exam. Similarly, write the exam. Similarly, when employees are going or traveling from their home to the workplace, they also need a good environment and a good place to work. If the working environment is not good, that won't be productive. You know why it's not productive? Because they might not feel happy to work. If the air circulation is not good, if the lightning is not good, They don't have a proper toilet over there, or you can say a proper restroom. Okay. And even when there is no refreshment area, if there is no water to drink, drinking water, okay, there is no first aid box. So it's very essential, these things must be available in the working environment. And the temperatures, like, as nowadays air conditions, ACs are very popular in every workplace, so they will control the temperature. See, if they will keep all the employees in very chilled way, they can't work. And if they will leave them in very hot and sweating climate, they can't work there. So they will change the temperature, they will control the temperature. Okay, they will control according to the climate over there. Understood? Understood. Yes, I need good evenings. Yes, good evening, Tarun. Yeah, good evening, Amitesh. Okay, how are you? How your preparations are going on? I appreciate them who is messaging me in the live chat, who is asking me the doubts. I'm very happy for them, because we should always be interactive. If we are if we are interacting with persons, then definitely we will score good, because you know, English is a subject where communication is necessary. Life skills are essential. Okay, day to day things are also equally contributing towards the studies which we are studying in the syllabus pattern. Okay, so we should always be interactive. Yes. If you have some doubt, you can ask me. You can ask me some tips and tricks if you want. Okay. So, see, here we have two questions, question number one and question number two. Okay. Two questions are there. But I will say you one thing before entering to the question. I want to give you another tips. Okay. So, here we will read the first question and we will read the answers too. But before going there, the second tip, step two, or you can say tips number two. Reading the first question will help to understand the paragraph better. Okay? And here again I can add the clause, this is not always true. Okay, it is not possible for a person to remember all these questions. Also, the questions are sometimes indirect in nature. See, if you will read the first question, you will definitely understand the content of the paragraph. But every time it won't work. Okay, and also few questions might be indirect in nature. Okay, indirect in nature. And sometimes questions may not be in a sequence. Okay, so this is the second step. Like, reading the first question will make you to understand the paragraph better. And this is not always true, as I have said you before. Few questions might be in the direct indirect in nature, like the questions might not be in direct condition, and some questions they might not give in a sequence. So all such clauses, if clauses are added, like everything won't come true every time. Okay. Okay, these two things are one tips and tricks. And again, I want to add one more thing. Always don't follow those tips and tricks and make yourself misconception. Okay, so every time it won't work. So that's why when you have to judge, as you have practiced plenty of questions, so you have to judge it whether these questions can help you or not. If you think like these questions can help you, then definitely you can proceed. Okay, definitely you can go. But every time I can say it won't work. So don't follow those tips again and again, and don't make yourself into misconception. Like people used to say this, but you should not focus on this and completely depend on this. If you're depending on this completely, sometimes it may not work. Clear? Fine. Now we will see whether these tips are applicable for our passage or not. See, study shows that employees are happier. Here, happier, comma, healthier and more productive. So healthier, comma, and more has been underlined. Okay. So here you can understand it is about the workplace, it is about the employees, and whatever you are understanding here is very true, because in this passage we are going to study about this, the workplace, these employees and all such things we are going to study. So here it won't be a misconception. Okay, because it won't be misconception, because we are studying this here in this passage. This tip is applicable, but every time this tip won't be applicable. So don't take it like this is the only thing, or this is how I'm going to deal with. Understood? Fine. So let's see what is there in this. So the first thing is healthier and more productive. So we will go to the options. As usual, we will go to the options. So the first option states that there is no change. Okay? No change means whatever is there, the same is going to be present. Second states that healthy, comma, more. Healthy, comma, more is given. See, in the question, whatever what is given, health, happier, comma, healthier and more. So here it's showing healthy. See, workplace cannot be healthy. See, employees can be healthy and more. Happier, healthier means happier, like it is comparing from this situation to that situation. If the environment is good and the environment is bad, so it is simply comparing the things. So the comparative degree will come here. So healthy is not the correct one. Then next one, it's showing healthier and they are. See, healthier and they are more productive is fine. Healthier and they are productive. They are productive. They are, even if they don't provide, they will be productive, but they might not be more productive. Okay. So here they are productive. It's wrong. healthier, comma, being more productive. No, here as we are, closing the sentence. So that's why being we should not use. So option A is the correct one because by providing the comparative adjective healthier and the word more to make productive comparative, it states a parallel structure with the list that begins with happier. You know, even for productive, we don't have any comparative degree called productive or productivist. Okay, there is no comparative thing like that. So we are using productive, more productive, most productive. So that is the comparative degree which we are using. So it starts from healthier. Healthier is a product, sorry, happier. Happier is one productive, one comparative degree, healthier is another, and for productivity we have to use more. Okay, so from here we got some idea, like we have to understand, we have to learn this we have to understand and learn about the workplace and the employees and the environment where they are working. Clear? Yes. So those who are on live, I can request them, I can ask them to share this video with their friends, with their relatives, okay, their family, whoever is going to write the SLAT exams can follow this video, can like this video. If you are new to our channel, kindly subscribe the videos, because see, if you are subscribing, then we can, like, you can get the updates for all the things, okay, and we will also be motivated to come live again and again. I can't say, like, we both have benefit, like, if you are subscribing, you have more productive things, you can get all notifications, you can get all the information on time, okay, all such things will always revolve. Fine, then yes, then we will move on to the second. When they work in an environment in which temperatures are controlled, carefully controlled. See, when you are working in an environment where temperatures are carefully controlled, see, when temperatures are carefully controlled, what does that mean? I have already explained. Okay, and see, this portion has been underlined. So we have to find what is all about that. Come to the options. Come to the question first. Here we have a separate question for question number 2. Which choice provides the most appropriate introduction to the passage? So, which of the following points is providing you the most appropriate introduction about the passage? First one is no change. We will come to the no change later. Second, that affords them adequate amounts of natural light. So here it is stating that they need enough kind of plenty of natural light. Like natural lightning will help them to work properly. Then option C states that is thoroughly sealed to prevent energy loss. Like the place, it should be thoroughly sealed. Like how you can seal a place and there your energy will not go. There is nothing to do with the energy loss. The energy, it can, you can lose your energy when you are sitting in a hot climate, humid climate where you're getting sweating from your body, but that doesn't mean if you are prevented, like sealed, like completely, if they will pack you, you will feel suffocated. You won't feel more energetic. So it is not the correct option. Second one, it might be the right option because we need adequate enough lighting. Okay, in which they feel comfortable asking managers for special accommodations, like special, they can ask you entertainment thing, they can ask you for sleeping, for sitting, for lying down, okay, for all such things. But those things that should not, like, they can be provided, but it should be a up to a limited extent. Okay, so this will sometimes never ask help the employees to focus on their work. Okay, so no change is not necessary because option B is the correct. Definitely, they need adequate amounts of natural light. So here you see this question is based on your own assumption or own thinking. Okay, but so in this case, you have to think wisely. You have to think from the point of view of the company, from the point of view of the employees as well. You should not ignore one aspect. Whenever you're going and pointing to one aspect, you should think about both the sides of the same thing. Okay, both the sides are equally responsible. So natural light is affecting the employee, and it is very essential, and it will boost the energy and definitely help you to work. Okay, fine. So okay, if you have doubt regarding anything, you can ask me. You can simply drop a message. I'm here to explain you. I'm here to help you out. Yeah. Share with your friends. Yes, if someone is late to the class, no issues. The live video, even the recording of this video will be available. You can watch whenever you want, because if after some times you want to know something or you want to understand, definitely it will help you for understanding the concepts. Okay. So uh, students, my dear friends, kindly make a proper schedule for your preparations. Okay, kindly give nearly about 15 to 18 hours of your studies towards your, like, for the studies, you can contribute those many hours because the exams are very near. Like, it's only 2 days left. So at least 1 week before, you should contribute more and more timing, and kindly don't start anything now. As I have said from the beginning, don't start anything. Like, at present, you have to wind up your things. Whatever you have studied, just combine together all the things and try to understand. Okay, don't worry, don't bother all the things anymore. Okay. Okay, so few skills are required. You need few skills if you are if you are doing the language and writing. Okay, so what skills it is required? This is required mainly to comprehend the better understanding, to comprehend, to understand. Okay, the passage or the paragraph you can understand properly. Okay, so what skills you need? It can be logical thinking ability. See, in the second question, we have thought the thing logically. See, here we have take considered the natural light. So why we consider? Because basically, when you will wake up in the morning, you will move out from your bed, move out from your room. You can get down from your bed and move out from your room. Definitely, when you're reaching to your balcony or terrace or any garden, you will feel very comfortable and very active. Even when you're going for a walk in the morning, you will feel very active. In the evening, when you're spending some time in the park, you will be very active. So that's why, natural air, natural light, it makes us more energetic and more active to work. So that's why never leave all such things. Definitely, you should you should consider the logical thinking. Logically, these two options were not correct. So that's why we have taken the option B. Okay, then next is analytical ability. Analytical ability. Okay, you have to understand and analyze the things properly. Okay, see here we have analyzed the things like what usually we are doing. So analysis you can do basically connecting to your lifestyle, connecting to you, connecting to your family members, connecting to your friends, family. Okay, connecting to the regular day to day life, usually what which takes place in our everyday. Okay, so you can connect those things and you can think. So analytical ability is like connecting the reality. Okay, then next you can say reasoning ability. Reasoning ability, you can think about the probable cases. Yes, most of them wants to be in natural lightning, natural air condition. So you have to think it on reasoning basis. Reasoning means which is present in your mind properly. Reasoning means you have to understand the concepts properly. Okay, you have to analyze it, you have to find the probability, you have to consider the options or the choices of the people, okay, of the general public. Okay, then next I can say you have to understand the main idea, or you can say the motive of the author. Okay, what is the main idea or the motive of the author? That also you should try to understand. Every time, all the authors don't have the same kind of idea. Okay, so what is the main idea of the author? What does the author wants to state you? Everything you can try to understand. Okay, so, students, I think I have given plenty of tips and tricks, plenty of skills which you have to remember. Okay, so may I know any doubts, any clarifications you need? Yes, if you like our video, you can even comment below. Yeah, you can like our channel. You can share it with your friends, family, and relatives. If someone wants to join now, even you can share the link and ask them to join. Yeah, okay. Yes, this is the last minute preparation. Yes, this is the final touch which we are giving to our dish. Our dish is flat exam. So when you need that garnishing before the above the dish, no, before serving to anyone, we used to decorate it. We used to garnish the dish. Like I'm serving a ball of soup, then I will garnish it with some cilantro or coriander leaves. If I'm giving someone some dessert like custard or ice cream, I will dress it like with some. See, my saliva is coming because I'm talking about dessert. You can garnish it with some fruits, dry fruits, nuts, or chocolate syrup. It depends on your preference. Okay, so that's why this is the final touch which we are giving to our dish. Okay, so like this is one kind of biryani, you can say. It's already done. Okay, the dum is done. Just we have added the saffron, we have added the onions, all such things. You understand? So the slat is on your head, and you have to study, you have to work, you have to devote your time properly. Okay, let's move to the next point. I'm waiting for your doubts, students. If you have doubt, don't hesitate. From the beginning, I said you plenty of times you should not hesitate to ask me anything. You should ask as and when you have the doubt. You should not wait or you should not hesitate. If you are asking, the other person can also get the idea and can also understand the thing. Okay. Okay, fine. So, yeah, this is evening. So, if you want, you can have a tea or coffee. You can refresh yourself and watch the video. Okay, then new buildings may be designed with these studies in mind, but many older buildings were not, resulting in spaces that often depend primarily on artificial lighting. Okay, so new buildings nowadays, when they are constructing new buildings, they are constructing in glasses, like more glasses, more windows they will give. But usually the old buildings doesn't consist all such things. Okay, why? Because we are constrained towards the space. Like space is not enough everywhere, so we need enough space. So for enough space, definitely we have to use the entire area. Okay, so primarily we depend on artificial lighting, and sometimes, very rarely, we used to get the natural lighting. So it happens. Fine. While employers may mark on the expenses of refiguring such buildings to increase the amount of natural light, the investment has been shown to be well worth it is in the long run for both employees and employers. So, when employers try to minimize the uh, like minimize the expenses of reconfiguring such buildings. Reconfiguring means reconstructing, or you can say renovating. If they are hesitating to do that, then they are not getting much light and they are not productive, and in the long run, that is not productive both for employees and the employers. So, for such purposes, what they usually do is they try to spend ample amount of light money on renovating the thing and getting the natural lightning, natural idea, natural concept into it, such that they can get a good workplace, and it will be helpful for the long run, for a lifetime. It will help both to the employees as well as the employers. Okay, fine, fine. See, now I'm reading very slowly and I'm explaining you, but you won't be having, enough time to do all such things. Fine. So some extra spices, like after getting the pani puri or chaat, we will add the masalas and spices on the top of it. Okay, so this is some kind of extra spices. So the extra spices is, you should be able to read in a speed way. Read fast or reading speed. Okay, your reading speed should be more, like how many lines or passage paragraphs you are reading in 1 minute. Lines, I mean sentences or paragraphs per minute. You should calculate. When you're reading at home, you should keep a stopwatch beside you. Okay, I know, like you will be sitting either with your laptop or with your tab or cell phone. Okay, and you will be reading. So by that time, do one thing, just try to keep a stopwatch, okay, and analyze your time, okay. Analyze in like in 1 minute how much you are able to finish. See, includes reading includes understanding. You cannot say just simply reading, blah, 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 blah. You can't read like this. Okay, healthier employees. Okay, employer. No, you should understand it. Reading includes understanding. Without understanding a thing, you cannot be able to do anything. So it's highly essential. It's highly essential to understand along with the reading. So you speed up your understanding ability as well. Reading means understanding too. It includes understanding. Okay? Yes? Any doubts? Yes, if you are getting confused somewhere, kindly ask me, students. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Don't try to say like how we can ask. Okay, you have to ask me, you have to understand me, you have to analyze me, you have to analyze my thoughts to understand your thoughts. Okay, so we have uh, come to know the first two tips, then I have shown you the skills which is required, then we are going through this extra masalas or extra spices which is required in your dish. Okay, then vocabulary power. Vocabulary power means, as I have said, to know the meaning of the words, to know the pronunciation of the words. Okay, then you know one single word can give different meanings at different places. At different places. So you have to understand this too. So vocabulary power, it means meaning of the words you should understand. You should know the pronunciation of the words. Then next is you should know the word meaning and in what way it has been implemented at that place. Because every time a single word does not give the same meaning. Fine. So the meanings will be different from one place to another place. Yes, yeah. I'm waiting for your doubts. So if you have doubt, you can ask me, students. Don't sit quietly. Don't sit without asking anything. Okay, you can ask me, "Hello, ma'am, we want to know this. Ma'am, we want to know that. Kindly make us understand this." Okay, all such things you can ask me here. Yes, this is the final touch or the final tips and tricks which I am giving you. Kindly share these videos to your friends who are preparing for SLAT. Even if they are not present in the live session, they can watch the video later. Our recordings are also available, so you can watch it, you can understand it, you can take the tips and tricks, and you can focus in your examination by following this. So, kindly, students, kindly do this for the sake of you, for sake of your friends, and for us too. Okay, then see, avoid referring or reading the paragraph again and again because it may it may consume more time. So always try to understand the things in a single go. Don't read again and again. Don't try to spend more time on reading the things simply. Just try to understand, try to learn. Okay, that will be enough. Try to refer it, read the paragraph one in a one go, understand the meaning, understand the key point, understand the subject, understand the content. Okay, that is enough. But if you will read again and again, definitely it will consume a lot of time. So to save the time, to save the time, underline the important lines or parts while reading itself. So, the time when you are reading, by that time only, try to underline the important lines and important parts. Okay, so don't make everything in a bulk, don't make everything complex. Okay, and even and one important thing, some of them they will not understand all the words in English, so they have to translate the things in their mind in their mother tongue or something. So try to translate the complex lines in easy words or or in your own language. Okay, you can even translate the complex and the very difficult lines into easy words, or you can say in your own language. Okay, so I think we have added enough spices to our dish, and now I think you are totally prepared, mentally ready, and set to write the exams. Sorry. So, students, like only 2 to 3 days left. I think like 24, 27th you are going to write, so only 2 days left in between. Kindly contribute all your timing towards your studies. Kindly focus on that. Okay, and even try to finish your portions. No, not finish your portions. That doesn't mean you have to study now. No, you have to revise, you have to know, understand the rules, regulations, you have to understand all such things, and kindly do all the things properly. Don't hesitate to ask the doubts, and don't get very stressed over the things. Okay, so subscribe our channel, students, like it, share it with your friends and family. You know, this is the final touch, so it will give you one good idea about the things which I have said you now. Like I have shared plenty of tips and tricks today, so I hope it will help you out. It will help you to enhance your knowledge. It will help you to know the things. Yes, even you can uh, share this to your slat friends. Okay, if they are in a position where they're getting confused, or they are hesitating to ask, or they don't have anyone to ask, even they can take these tips and tricks and understand it. Fine. So I hope the session is clear. So next session is on 25th August, that is Thursday tomorrow at at 6 at 6 p.m. about English reading skills, that will be conducted by Miss Momita. Okay, so tomorrow again at 6 p.m. you should be ready on live on our channel along with that ma'am, such that you can finish your reading too. Okay, today you had language and writing, then you will do the reading skills. Fine. Okay, students, I wish you all the very best for your exams. Okay, all the very best, all the best. My best wishes are with you. Okay, then be chilled, be happy. Okay, all the best for your exams. And even I want your feedback. I want your, the feedback for the video. That is fine, you have to give like how are the tips and tricks, how is the session. Okay, today I didn't teach you much because today I have to give you the tips and tricks for exam, that is essential rather than teaching. Okay, so I want your replies for the exam you have appeared, how your exam went, and is it good or bad. Okay, on that basis I need the feedback. So you have to drop it in the comment box as soon as you come from your exam. Kindly write a note in the comment box, and which will enhance us, which will make us happy, such that we will try more and we will try our level best to serve you the best. Okay, so all the best, students. Don't hesitate, don't be panic, be relaxed, be calm, be quiet, and do your exams well. My best wishes are with you. Thank you, students. Bye bye. Take care. Enjoy your day. Good night. Be happy. Be calm and enjoy your day. Enjoy your exam. Be calm. If you are calm, then you can write properly. Fine. Bye bye, students. All the best. All the very best. My wishes are with you, and I know my students will succeed. They will never fail in this exam. Okay? Fine. Yes. Yes, Tarun. Most welcome. I'm waiting for your reply. So as soon as you write your exam, come and drop the feedback in the comment box. Okay?